Hi, folks, and welcome to an episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM24 series. Still FM24, yes, we're still on that game. We look at young talent foot manager and we see how they're going to course their quiz, and we've got a lot more time to do videos on these Wonder Kids. So if you've got any Wonder Kid you want to look at in the comment section, leave his name, and I'll get a video done on him. But also check the playlist, make sure it's not been done already. Hit the like button, smash like button, and the subscribe button as well. With daily FM content down below is the EFC channel and my Let's Play channels. Um, yeah, let's go. So, Julio Enciso. I'm probably saying that wrong. Enciso, is it? Enciso. That sounds like it makes more sense. More sense, not sensed. Wow, I can't talk today. Which is bad for a YouTuber. So yeah, young ground winger at Brighton, which I'm sure he'll get a move at some point when he develops. That's usually what happens with these Brighton players. They stay there, do really well, then big bid come in for him, and then you move on, which is a bit annoying for if you're a Brighton fan. So obviously in the first season he's just signed a contract in 2022, so you can try and sign him. But I'm not going to do transfer experiments fee wise because every club is different, and it it's too varied, honestly. So he's got a max potential rating of 170. That is already locked on the game. You don't have to worry about it being varied. It is locked as a setting. So we're at Brighton to look at his scout report. He's got 3-star ability, 4-star potential, maybe 5-star potential. The traits that stand out most as the ones that I would be keen to emphasize: works really hard, um, natural in two positions, and they're the two main. The rest of them are all like okay stuff. And the negative side of things, there's nothing really that's worrying me based on you got the lack of game intelligence and work will be more consistent. But he's 19 years old. These things are normal for a young player, or for a player who plays for Man United. Um, uh, so yeah, what I like about this guy is, first of all, looking at his player traits, he's got two-footed stat, which is great, and tries tricks. So straight away, you look at this, he can play either wing. Obviously, he's preferred on the left-hand side, but you can play on the right-hand side. It won't be a problem, in my opinion. Straight away, dribbling and long shot 16 and technique 16 as well, very high. Good pace, good acceleration, good agility, good balance, good stamina. It's very, very good. I like it a lot. It's a very impressive um, base start for a player. Now, obviously, Brighton have got him on loan. So if you're looking to get him on loan at your club, oh, don't know why that's going on every 5 minutes. You can get him on loan potentially. Obviously, big clubs unlikely to get him on loan, but you could try. A loan deal, maybe an option to buy, could be a possibility. But if you're like a mid-Premier League club or you're a low Premier League club who's just got promoted, something like that, early on, you can maybe get him on loan and use him. I'm sure I do really well. Feel good finishing, good dribbling, good technique, good long shots. Could even be a cam. You want to be a shadow striker. What would shadow striker need to do to get the long shots enabled? So attacking midfielder. Okay. So yeah, attacking midfielder would pick a lot of boxes for me. I think shadow striker is good. Um, but for me, I'd want the long shots more utilised. If it was me, if I'm playing in that position. But shadow striker, sure, that can work as well. So what we do, guys, in case you're new to the series and you're not aware, we jump like 4 or 5 years in the future. Look at anything from the fee they may get from transferring. Look at their stats, the injury record, and go from there. So let's go for the first jump. Let's see what happens. Right, folks. So he's still at Brighton, he's now 24 years old, and straight away you can see the physicality is definitely increasing. Acceleration, agility, balance, pace, and stamina all very high. Looking very good there. Not much change in the technical ability of him, but we're seeing a solid slow increase in parts. Um, he's reaches potential. This is the max version of him. He's playing lots of games as well, but that pace and agility is really high. He's 2-footed as well. And Brighton still managed to keep hold of him at the moment. Tottenham want to sign him, which is interesting. And the contract information, they've got a lease clause in there for £111 million for Champions League clubs. That's just to make sure they protect the fact, oh, this clause is inactive due to Brighton's future involvement in the Champions League. So they got Champions League football. And he's been a part of that, in this season. So look at how he's done injury wise. And I'm looking at the list here, and I'm not too concerned by this. Nothing there's jumping out as like a massive red flag on the player. So history, career stats. So Brighton got for £9.5 million. Round here is what we can do it with. So he got 6 goals, 1 assist, 10 goals, 4 assists, 9 goals, 5 assists, 7 and 7. With the fifth season in the league, they finished 5th in the league this season. So they finished in the top 5 championship football. That's not bad for Brighton. And he's definitely a part of this. He's definitely a part of this. I think where they're playing him is curious. Like a midfielder. I wonder if he's better on the wing. Like dribbling and because the traits would indicate he's better on the wing. I think on the wing would be better. That pace, isolating fullbacks and then cutting inside on those good. But then again, the long shots in central area can be quite good as well. So it's a fascinating one, isn't it? It's a fascinating kind of player. I don't know. I think again he falls in that category of players that we've done before, where you would play him when you need him. Like you sign him because you're really happy with what you're seeing, but you play him in left wing, attack, in midfielder, or right wing, depending on what you need. If you haven't got right winger, you play him there, and so on and so on. Right. Let's see if he moves club. Brighton, at 26, and the ability is still at 170. Well, it's 169 technically now, current ability. I still think there's more in him, but he's done well this season with 11 goals in the current season. Injury record looks like this. Again, I'm looking at this as a glance. I'm not too concerned by this. You guys can let me know what you would gather. What would you consider being a concern? Amount or severity? So clear stats will look so round about here, wasn't it? 10 goals and 4. Then he got 9 and 5, 7 and 7, 12 and 2, 16 total, and 0. So he's got an eye for goal, and I bet you. Okay, I was going to say I bet they played him wide, but the played striker as well. He's got 9 goals at striker. Interesting. Again, yes, striker could work. He's got the attributes for it, clearly, and I don't think that's necessarily the worst idea in the world. Still got same player traits, 2-footed as well. He's a very he ticks a lot of the Matty 89 boxes. He's 2-footed, which I love on EFC and on Football Manager. He's got pace. He can dribble. He likes doing tricks, and he can play more one position. Ticks a lot of boxes. He really does. For me, I never signed him on FM yet. Never even used him on FM24, which is surprising given how long the game's been out. I thought I'd have picked him up at some point. I like him. I really do. I just wish he did. Wish he would buy him and move him on to another club, see if he does how he does elsewhere. Still got these clause in there for the contracts for Champions League. It's on 225 grand a week. So just bear that in mind, guys, that they will stick a clause in there potentially for him. Not guaranteed, of course, but they may do so at some point. Right then, one more jump. Let's see how this goes. I've got a feeling he's going to stay at Brighton. And I was right. Partly because I've already seen the review, but I don't look at the player that much in depth. I just glance at it, make sure he's progressing and he's moved on. They're the same, but he meets his peak. So this is what you're going to get from him. But what we are getting here is a player who's got a lot of pace and agility and acceleration and good long shots, good technique and crossing and dribbling ability and finishing. Playing in the front four, not a problem anywhere. Honestly, you won't have an issue. He's not overly injury prone, really. Honestly, I don't think this is a massive issue. Right, goal return. So look. So 12 goals and 2. Then he got 8 and 4, 12 and 7, 11 and 7, 14 and 6. Again, he's not like the 30 goal season player, but he regularly gets on average but he pushes up toward the 20 goal contributions a season, leaning more to the score on the goal side of it rather than just the assists. So I like him. The only downside to this review is we don't get a transfer move for him to see what the fee would go for. But we can ascertain from look at the information that we had earlier that Brighton will stick in a Champions League clause in there, and he's also locked into the 170 potential. So you're not going to have this idea where you can load a save and one day you get a 155 or next day a 160 or 165. You're going to get the 170 potential. Whether you realise that is no question entirely. And of course, you can imagine yourself and do more. The downside side of this guy is, like I said, he can play anywhere across the front line. He's got uh five. He's got, we'll call it 5-star weak foot. He's basically equal on each foot. A lot of pace, a lot of agility and acceleration. The downside to him, the fee could be quite high. If he gets towards this level, it's going to be quite high. They've already stuck in a £100 million release clause for Champions League clubs. I wouldn't be surprised if you were trying to buy this guy, even without that clause, and then you're pushing 80 million. Yeah, I think he's a real solid player. And if you're doing a Brighton save, your winger is there for the rest of your save. Providing how long your save goes on for. Even longer now with FM25 being delayed. So yeah, I like it a lot. It ticks a lot of the 89 boxes for me. What would I give him rating? I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give ratings out of 5 now. So 1 star, 5 star. I'm gonna give him 4 stars. The reason why I'm not giving him 5 because I think the fee could be quite high, and I'm not sure he justifies that high fee potentially if he gets to the level he could get to. But they say if you win Champions Leagues and league titles with this guy in your team, you don't really gonna matter. So that is today's video for this series. If you have enjoyed it, hit that like button down below and subscribe to FM24 content. We've got a lot more months of content coming out from this game because of the issue of cancellation. Don't forget down below in the comment section, leave a name of a player you want me to feature. Check the players first and make sure it's not been done already because obviously I'm not going to do it twice. And I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can with an update on the review. And if you have enjoyed it, please support the channel with a like and the subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.